Hi, twins. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh. I know y'all probably thought y'all was gonna get a twin flame reading this week. Like I said, I'm just dragging a little bit because I am what they call it, vacationing from the vacation, right? So it's just a little late, but I'm here. Okay. So today we're gonna do it's gonna be a new love reading, and we're gonna delve a little bit further into the connection with this new person. Okay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here we go. This is a little bit more of a longer one, so that's why it took me a minute to bring out these cards. Okay, so here we go. Overall energy for this week's twin flame reading is the Two of Wands. So, of course, the Two of Wands is talking about, you being at a crossroads, you having to make a choice. Like I said, we're going to keep seeing this card until everybody has gone through what they need to go through to make their choice. Okay, until they've gotten together with the new person, decided if they wanted to be with this new person or be by themselves. And then when the twin comes back, you having to make a choice between either yourself and the twin, or the new person and and the twin. Okay. All right, underneath this is the Five of Wands. This is talking about inner and outer conflict. It's also talking about competition. I feel like this is talking about the competition that is going to occur between the twin and the soulmate when the two of them come together. Okay. Underneath this is the Empress. All right, this is what you're supposed to be doing. This is Taurus, Libra energy, and guys, make it fit. It's the Emperor. Okay, so this is the best qualities of all the queens if you're an Empress. It's the best qualities of all the kings if you're an Emperor. This is what you're supposed to be doing while this competition is going on. Spirit is saying you stand in your power, know your worth, and let them deal with whatever they got to deal with, and at the end you're going to make your choice. Okay. And underneath this is the Eight of Swords. This can talk about feeling stuck, feeling stagnant. It is a self-imposed prison. You may be thinking yourself to death. This could represent your twin trying to think themselves out of this situation and trying to figure out a way to come and get you back. Okay. All right. And underneath this, we have the Princess of Cups. This is the Page of Cups. It is, a water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is the Pisces card. With this Princess of Cups, like I said, it's normally the Page of Cups. And I feel like this is talking about a love offer coming towards you with an apology. For some of you, this is talking about the twin coming towards you with an apology. But for others of you, because especially from what I've heard in the comments, some of y'all have already had encounters with your soulmate and some shit fell apart. So this could be the soulmate coming towards you with an apology as well. Okay. But you know what I'm telling you? You go live your life, twins. You don't sit around here waiting on no fucking body. Don't do that. Okay. Go live your life, because each day that passes, I tell y'all this all the time, each and every day that passes is a day you cannot get back. Okay. And like I said, I know a lot of you are tired of being alone and tired of being, in this situation where you feel like you're waiting. So stop waiting. That's what I'm telling you. Stop waiting and go and live your life. Okay. All right. So we're going to start by clarifying. Hold on. I don't know what I did with this. Okay. We're going to start by clarifying the Two of Wands. This is like, I got cards all over the table. Okay. Here we go. Two of Wands. Okay, so on your side, we have the admiration card. So you are admired by this new person. Okay, we talked about this before, that this person admires you greatly. I also feel like on the DL, on the down low, your twin admires you as well. Okay, because a lot of you have turned around from this person, you've walked away from them, you've turned your back on them, and you have not gone back. Okay, for some of you, this person has tried to tempt you into going back, and you still turned your back and was like, no. Okay, this is someone who, you know, does not want to see you flourish. Okay, they are pissed because you have a lot of love for yourself and you're putting yourself first, but this person wants to pull you down and bring you down and have you down with them so that they can, like I told you, move in and out of your life as they choose. Okay, and this is about them wanting to, not wanting you to elevate, not wanting you to be better, because as long as you're on this lower level, they don't have to elevate themselves. That's what it's about at the end of the day. Okay, all right, so when it comes to your person, like I said, I already told you your person admires you, right? So when it comes to on your person side, we've got the growth and expansion card. So like I said, this person's coming into your life. There's going to be a lot of growth between the two of you. You're going to help each other to elevate. This is going to be somebody who is going to want to do everything in their power to see you shine, because they shine as well. They're doing what they need to do to elevate as well. So this is going to be a relationship where I hear Rihanna, shine bright like a diamond. Okay, where the both of you are going to be able to shine brightly. Okay, and it's not going to be somebody jealous of the other person because one is outdoing the other. It's not a relationship of competition. Okay, that's one thing that you need to be cautioned about. This is not someone you want to compete with. Okay, this is a person that is supposed to be a part of your life. You're supposed to be a part of their life. You are supposed to form a team and work together. It is not about one person trying to outdo the other. Okay, please make sure you remember this. Okay, all right, so first card we're going to take a look at in the spread, or first two cards, it represents what type of person this new person is. So we've got the Ten of Cups showing up here, and we have the Nine of Wands. So this is somebody, like I've told you this before, they, you know, are all about wanting to love and be loved, wanting to have a family, wanting to find their happiness, wanting to find that rainbow and those 10 cups. Okay, and they feel like, you know, as of right now, you are the person that they're wanting to be with. Okay, they saw you, and you immediately became their 10 of cups, their home. This is, you know, you are their celebration. You are all the good things in life to them. Okay, but they also are showing up as the Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior. So it took a long time for this person to find you. I feel like, okay, I feel like they've been searching. Okay, they've been through a lot of jacked up relationships, just like you have. They've experienced a lot of abuse and, you know, mental and emotional abuse, breadcrumbing, all the things that you've experienced. Okay, because a lot of people in the comments will back this up, because they've told me specifically that all of the things that spirit is saying are coming true, that when they talk to their person, it's the same thing. They say they went through a lot of the same shit together, just like I told you. So this person showing up as the wounded warrior, I feel like, is a gift to the both of you, because the both of you are wounded warriors. And as I've told you before, nobody can truly understand what you've gone through, okay, unless they've gone through it themselves. I don't care what nobody say, because me and one of my, you know, one of my ex-friends, we used to debate about this all the time. And I used to tell her, because she and I had similar backgrounds, and I used to tell her, I said, you can talk about this shit to everybody all day long, the things that we have gone through, because we have gone through a lot of the same shit. And I would tell her, I said, you can tell them people all day long, they be like, yeah, I can see this and I can see that. And I'm like, bullshit. You can only see it when you've actually gone through it, when you've actually experienced it yourself. Let me give you an example. Let's talk about Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson and Elizabeth Taylor. Do you remember during the end of nearing the end of both of their lives, how they became best friends? They were like best friends. They were always together, always spending a lot of time together. And I remember there was something, I don't know if they got interviewed or whatever, but I remember them talking about their childhood experiences, and they had a lot of the same shit happen to each other, where they both were pushed into pushed into, you know, the world and pushed into acting and entertainment at an early age. So they never got a chance to grow up, you know, have a normal upbringing, and they never got a chance to experience just playing around and being a kid and doing all the things that most people experience growing up. They lived pretty much their early lives were kind of abnormal. It's not, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I mean that as in they didn't experience what is quote unquote normal in our world. So I'm saying all of this to say the reason why they bonded with each other and they got along so well like that is because they had similar experiences. And like I tell you, you talk to a lot of people, and sometimes you just need somebody that fucking understands you, that knows exactly what you're saying. You ain't got to get into no debates, no discussions about it. You tell them, and you don't have nobody saying, well, maybe the person meant this, and but that's your family, so why did you nobody want to hear that kind of shit. When somebody telling you what's going on with them, that's the last thing they want to hear. They don't want to hear you taking the other person's side. They want you to try to understand where they're coming from and what they went through. And so I feel like in this relationship, that's what's going to happen between the two of y'all. Y'all are going to be all about each other and understanding each other. And I feel like the fact that you have these shared experiences is what's going to help you, become closer and stay closer. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Yeah, so we've got the answer is yes on your side. So I feel like that is just spirit saying, the answer is yes. This is the person that is for you. The things that we were just talking about. This is exactly what this person is supposed to mean to you. Okay, and this is the reason why they're coming towards you like this, and they have issues. Because see, in the beginning, y'all were looking at it as if it were a bad thing, but a lot of this stuff that this person is going through, you've been through it too. So, like I said, you can't expect somebody to go through this life, and be unscathed. You can't expect to meet somebody and be in a relationship with them and expect nothing to be wrong with them. That's not living in reality. Okay, like I said, you have a choice at the end of the day on who you want to be with and who you don't want to be with. But let me tell you, as somebody who's been through a lot of motherfucking shit in their life, a lot of shit, okay, a lot of crazy stuff, to where I used to question what the fuck was going on in my life. Okay, I'm telling you all of this to say that at the end of the day, you just need somebody that understands you. I think that was the number one reason why I wanted to be with a black man. It was because the climate, the racial climate in this world, and the things that are going on in this world, I need somebody where when some shit go down, I can sit down and talk to them about that, and they understand exactly what is going on. And I ain't got nobody trying to say, well, maybe it's this and maybe it's that and maybe that, because they don't experience the same shit I do. Okay, but thankfully, the person that is coming into my life is a minority as well. So I don't have to worry about that, because they experience similar shit too. Okay, all right. So we got the living in the past, the reliving the past card here. So this is what Spirit is saying, is that the two of you will be reviewing and reliving the past together, but it is in an effort to, not necessarily an effort, but it's going to end up being a situation where you relive the past with this person. And by you talking to this person and getting into this with this person and really reviewing what has happened to you, this person is going to help you heal your shit. You're going to help them heal theirs. Okay. All right. Okay. So the next two cards we're going to take a look at represent how this person is going to impact your life. So we got the Nine of Swords and we have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, for me, water sign is someone with a lot of water in their chart: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I told you, when this card shows up, Spirit is distinctly telling me it is Scorpio. So some of you may have Scorpio placements, or your person may have. So when it comes to how this person is going to impact your life, I feel like they're gonna cut down, or if not completely, help you to stop the anxiety, stop the worrying, stop the crying, stop the nightmares, all the negativity in your life. I'm not saying every negative thing in your life is going to go away, but this person is going to help you heal a lot of the things that help you to they're going to help you heal a lot of the things that oh gosh, get in the way of you trying to manifest the life of your dreams. okay, I am not saying that this person is gonna, heal every negative thing in your life, but I feel like, the ways in your life in which you are making mountains out of molehills, where, things, it's hard for you to look at things in a positive manner, all those types of things. I feel like the two of you are going to be a support system for each other, because with the Queen of Cups, it is talking about having a lot of love for someone. And I feel like both of you, because I feel like this card is representing the both of you. It's not just one person, it's both of you, because this card is somebody psychic. It represents someone who is psychic, someone who is, empathic, someone who has a lot of love to give. So I feel like both of you have a lot of love to give each other. You've been through a lot of shit. And I feel like with this with the Nine of Swords, it is about both of you being each other's support system, so that when these things happen, right, you're going to help each other through the things that you may be currently going through right now. But when these, new things come in, you're going to help each other. You're going to use the love you have for each other to heal, to help heal these things that are occurring, or help to relieve them. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Nine of Swords and Queen of Cups. Okay, yeah. So this is about, dealing with the regrets, like the things that you may have regretted in your life. Because, like I said, a lot of us, the majority of us, if you listening to this read, a lot of us have been through a lot of shit, and I'm adding myself into that equation, because I just told you I've been through a lot of stuff. If I was to sit down here and talk about a lot of the things that I've been through, you wouldn't fucking believe it. Okay, some of it, when I've told people that didn't understand, they would look at me like I was crazy. They'd be like, "You got to be making that up," and I'm like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not." Okay, so we got the regret card here. A lot of you may feel a lot of regret about the things you've gone through and the stuff that you experience, and your person may feel that way as well. But I feel like you're going to be like a balm to each other, or a salve, in order to, you know, open up these wounds and heal them properly and move forward. Okay. Then we've got the communication card and the mirroring card. This is coming from your person. Where is it? No, coming from your side. So there's going to be a lot of communication between you and this person. Like I told you, you're going to be talking into the wee hours of the night. All right. And it's going to be one of those conversations where you're not going to want to stop talking to each other, because you're going to be so just engrossed in the things that you're talking about, and just being accepted and being loved and being understood on that level. I feel like it's going to be something like you've never ever experienced before. And so the two of you mirror each other. So what is happening for one person is going to be happening for the other one. Okay. All right. So when it comes to the next card, we're going to look at the next placement. It's talking about how this person is going to help you grow. So we got the Prince of Swords showing up here, which is the Knight of Swords, okay, in the normal decks. And then we have the Strength card, which is Leo energy. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So these two cards, what Spirit is saying is that this person is going to help you grow with the Strength card by, you know, helping, like helping to build up your self-esteem, like adding to it, and adding to, how you feel about yourself. Okay. And helping you to believe in yourself more. And then with the Prince of Swords card, this is about somebody, you know just like going for it, and being this person's going to be your cheerleader. And in situations where, like, there may be something that you may be afraid to do. Okay. Because that's life. You're always going to have things that you're afraid of, but usually the things that you're the most afraid of, twins, are the things that you really need to be doing. So I feel like this is going to be somebody that is standing behind you, giving you that support, or standing beside you, giving you that support, so that, you know they will help to bring down that anxiety and that fear, and to show you and help you to believe and to know and to understand that you can do anything in this life that you want to do. So I feel like you're both gonna be helping each other be the best person you can be. And like I said, build up your self-esteem, and learn to believe in yourself more, so you can accomplish all the things that you came here and set out to do. Okay. All right, let's clarify. Anything else you want to give me? Okay, so we've got the crossroads card showing up here again. Okay, and I feel like with this crossroads, it's just talking about the two of you, because you're coming together in this energy. Okay, and you're helping each other to elevate and to become better, better people, better twins, and better whoever your person, better soulmates and better twins. It's going to be a situation where you're going to be able to be more confident in navigating the crossroads of your life. You're going to help each other to make better decisions when it comes to your life, because you'll have somebody that has had, like I said, similar experiences to you, to be on the outside of what you're going through and be able to discuss it with you. You can mull it over with this person, and the both of you come together and come out better for it, and have this person's going to be able to give you the advice you need, to help you through whatever it is you're going through, and vice versa. Okay. All right. Then we've got the blessings coming your way. So Spirit is just saying, this person is going to do nothing but add blessings to your life and elevate you as a person as well. And then we have pay attention to the details. Okay. So I feel like, just with the details, Spirit is just talking about just the things, to pay attention to what y'all are talking about when they talk to you and when you talk to them. Pay attention to the similarities. Look at the things you've gone through. Look at how much this person, you're going to realize how much you're going to realize this person is a blessing to you. This person is a gift from the universe for you. This person is going to be somebody that's pretty much tailor made. They're going to be exactly the type of person you're wanting them to be. But like I said, in no means, shape, or form is this person going to be perfect. Okay. All right. So the next card we're going to take a look at, or next placement, represents what their true intention is in the relationship. So we've got the Ten of Wands showing up here. So this is about this person lightening your load. Okay. They are trying to help you trying to relieve you of your burdens, help you to put down whatever this is you've been carrying all your life by yourself. They're coming in intending to help you to put this down for good, and realize that you don't have to carry. If you have a load that you have to carry in your life, you no longer have to carry it by yourself, twins. Okay. All right, let's clarify. Okay, hold on. Didn't we just have? Oh, maybe it was on the bottom of the deck. I don't know. I'm looking for a card. I thought we had this other card, but I guess apparently we didn't. Okay, so to clarify the Ten of Wands, we have a fresh start. So like I said, you and this person, it's like you're going to be starting your lives all over again, because you're going to have a new lease on life. You're going to look at things differently. You're going to be more positive about life, because I feel like a lot of us have gotten very pessimistic about this life because of the things that we've gone through. And it's only fair that you'd be in that energy, because you can't keep beating on a person and beating on a person and beating on a person and not expecting them to start to look at life in a way that is not positive. Okay. So I feel like, you're going to have a fresh new start. You're going to have this passionate romance. Like I said, you will never look at your life the same way again. I feel like once this person has become a part of your life. Okay. And I think that is the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. Okay. All right. Okay. So next card represents how this person feels about you. Okay. So we have Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign, or someone with a lot of Earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This person thinks you the shit. Okay. This person is telling you with this Queen of Pentacles card that you are their person. You are the one. You are the one they crave. You are the one they dream of. Like I said, I feel like this person thinks about you the first thing when they wake up in the morning, and you're the last thing they think of at night. They dream of you. You are the one for this person. Okay. And then they see you as their life partner, with the fact that it's showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. The two of you, you provide stability for this person. You provide groundedness for this person. You provide all the amazing things about relationships, about it being like support and like I said, grounding and you know, just being able to relax. You hold a safe space for each other. And I feel like that's what your person is saying with this Queen of Pentacles card. Okay. All right. And then you also, like I said, you both provide stability for each other. And I feel like, you know, it's not just, see, look, I was going to say monetary stability, right? That's what I was just about to say, because I was looking at the coin on this card. So I feel like I said, your world is going to change for the better. It will never be the same. And you're both providing balance for each other as well. Okay. All right. So the next card we're going to take a look at represents what your person wants from this relationship. So we've got the Two of Swords showing up here, and we have the Prince of Cups, which is normally the Knight of Cups, which is, you know, water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So when it comes to what your person wants, okay, they want you to choose them, okay? They want you to take off the blindfold, take these two swords, pull them out from, you know, in front of your heart, just throw them on the ground. Like I tell you, put the gun down, okay? Come out from this moon, okay? Because, you know, the moon talks about things hidden, right? They don't want you to have any secrets. This person wants you to open yourself up to them fully. That's why this Two of Swords card is showing up here, because this is somebody that will stick their head in the sand. They'll hold themselves back emotionally. They have a lot of secrets. You know, they're shrouded in a lot of shadows, you know? And I feel like this person is saying, I want all of that going. I want you to strip yourself down. I want you to be naked, but vulnerable. Vulnerable. That's what I mean. Naked emotionally, mentally, and then they want you to get naked physically too. We know that. But this is talking about in a figurative way. This person wants you to open up to them all the way. This is what they've always wanted in a relationship. And I feel like this is what you've always wanted as well. But in order for this to happen, there has to be extreme trust on both sides of this connection. Okay. So with the Knight of Pentacles, which is, like I said, it's the Knight of Cups. I'm sorry, which is the Prince of Cups in this thing. They're wanting you to lay all your cards out on the table, right? To be completely open and honest about your feelings when it comes to them. Okay. They're not really worrying about what goes on the outside, but this is how they want you to be with them. They want you to be completely stripped down, completely open to them, and they're wanting to do the same thing with you. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Okay. So we've got, oh Lord. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Don't get mad at the damn messenger. I feel like this card is showing up because this Two of Swords can talk about making a choice as well. And they want you to not choose this person, to choose them. Okay. They want you to choose them. Okay. And then we got the visitor card showing up. So this could talk about the soulmate coming to visit you. But this, you know what I feel like this is? I just feel like this is spirit saying that when this happens, let me just go with what I'm channeling. I feel like spirit is saying that when this right here happens, when you strip yourself and you become vulnerable with this person, my mind is in the gutter too. Don't feel bad. So when you strip yourself down and you open yourself up vulnerably with this person, and the two of you become committed, then here come your buddy. Here come the twin. Okay. And they gonna come knocking on the damn door, because like I told you, they don't want you to be happy because they miserable and they feel like everybody should be miserable around them. But you know what I say, F them. You got to live your life. This is about you being in the sun, about you being happy. Okay. And so when that happens, that's why I feel like the card we were talking about here in the deck, this Five of Wands card, is showing up because like I said, this new person, this soulmate, they want to know that they number one, and that there is nobody else that you looking at, you entertaining, or any of that stuff. So let me give you this, tell you this as a word of warning. You need to make sure that you do everything in your power to make this person understand that they're the only one you want to be with, and that you're not looking at nobody else. Because I feel like that's a big, especially I'm talking to my females, okay? Because I feel like that has been a big atrocity in this person's life, that a lot of the people that they've been in relationships with have made them feel like, you know, they've been cheated on. you know, they've dealt, dealt with these other people. They've kicked them to the kicked your person to the side, and and chose somebody else, or was messing around with other people while they were with them, and all this kind of stuff. And for a man, that is very, it is for any either gender. It's a bad thing. But I feel, for some reason, for me, I don't know, because I feel like, even though, society tries to say men are this and men are this and men are that, I feel like at times men are more sensitive than women are. Okay. And that when this type of thing happens, it emasculates them. And I'm not saying that this person is going around being like that or in that energy, but when somebody chips, that because you happen to you, when somebody chips at your self-esteem, and you trying to put yourself back together, you may have a little tender spot there. And so that's why I'm just saying, make sure that your person understands, because this is about both of you feeling safe. Okay. And I feel like this person's going to do that with you as well. Once they realize and they know that you're there with them, and you ain't looking at nobody else, you ain't seeing nobody else, you just want to be with them, I feel like, they're going to be making strides to make you feel like that as well. But I feel like that's when they really going to open up and flourish, because this person has been shown through things that have happened to them in their relationships. You know that how some people are, and it could be a man or woman, where it's not about the person that they're with. They'll be with anybody as long as they get what they want out of the situation. It's not that, it's that person. And I feel like that's what your person has been craving, and what they've been wanting is somebody to come into their life and be like, it's you. It ain't nobody else. Like, it could be 50 million men in the damn room, or 50 million women in the room, and the only person I see is you. That's what this person wants. Okay. That's what I'm picking up from the situation, from the things that they've gone through. Okay. And I feel like y'all feel like that as well. But what I'm getting from spirit with the men, that hits a little harder for them, because, like I said, it's emasculating to a man to feel like that, for somebody to feel like it's just anybody. And like I said, it messes with a woman too. It messes with a woman. And I'm not saying that it doesn't, but I'm just saying, I feel like that particular thing, that's just what I'm getting, is just a little bit more so with a man. Okay. But I'm not saying you don't deserve that too. You don't want to be the only person in the room as well. I feel like that's what this person has been doing in their relationships, is trying to make their male or their female feel like they're the only person, but they've just been picking the wrong people, just like y'all have been picking the wrong people, and then you end up getting chipped away at. That's what I feel like. Okay. All right. So, like I said, don't come screaming at me in the comments. I understand it hurts on both sides, but I don't know, something about that. What I'm telling you, what I'm picking up, and that is what I'm picking up. I'm not saying that, like I said, I'm just saying it like this. We, in society, we build men up, and we're like, men are strong. Men are never supposed to cry. Men are never supposed to have, any downtime. They're never supposed to, but we, it's like we forget at the end of the day, men are people just like we are. And I'm not saying that we aren't, and I'm not saying we don't deserve the same things, but I'm saying sometimes I feel like the life of a man can be a little bit harder, because they have all this stuff put on them. Because think about us, we're allowed to feel our feelings. We're allowed to cry. We're allowed to fall apart and be a mess. But when does a man get to do that, right? When does a man get to do that? And then if he does do that, you hear people calling him weak, calling him a simp, calling him all this kind of stuff. But you have to realize, especially if you're going to be in a relationship with somebody, that you're going to see this man at his best, and you're also going to see him at his worst. And if you don't understand what I'm telling you, you're going to have a problem when he's at his worst, and you don't recognize what I'm telling you. I'm just telling you. Okay. I'm just telling you, you need to just make sure that he understands that you're all he sees. Because you see the cards that come out for every week, right? You're all this person sees. and they want the same thing in return. Basically, what they're giving you, they're asking you this. They're asking you to give it back to them in return. They're not asking you for anything that they're not willing to do. Let me make sure I put that out there. Okay. All right. So what were we talking about? Okay. So what they want from this relationship, right? So both of you are being guided by spirit. Okay. All right. This reminds me of that, the lantern that the hermit carries. That's what this is reminding me of. And then we've got the life partner card. So this person is looking for a life partner. And I also feel like with the guide card, this is them spirit saying that this person wants the two of you to have a relationship where you're being each other's guide. Okay. Like you're being each other's port in the storm, or you're being each other's lighthouse, that type of thing. Okay. So this, like I said, this person takes this relationship very seriously. Like I told you, this person admires you. All right. They want to grow with you, expand with you. They want to have businesses with you, get money with you, may have a family with you. That's why all of these cards are coming up. Every card that has to do with like major life changes, with like major arcana and all this type of stuff is coming up. So it's letting you know that this is not somebody that's not taking this seriously. Okay. All right. So the next card we're going to take a look at represents how willing you are to open yourself up to this person. Okay. So we got the Six of Cups and we have the Seven of Cups here. So the Six of Cups is talking about, this being, this person being a soulmate. All right. It's also talking about the past life connection that the two of you share. So I feel like this is talking about a strong connection. It's talking about the fact that the two of you are reuniting. But then we got the Seven of Cups here, which can talk about having choices, okay, having options, being confused. Okay. So for some of you, I am feeling like, it's gonna be slow going. Okay, let me just say that, and a little bit of a difficult road, because like I said, both of you have been hurt. But I feel like we're looking at this from you being outside of this, most of you being outside of this and not being in the relationship yet. And I feel like once you start to get in a relationship, I'm not saying all of the nervousness is gonna go away, but I feel like the more you talk to each other and you come together and you work together, it's gonna make you, put you more and more at ease the longer the two of you are together. Okay. All right, let's clarify. Okay, so we've got the karma and the lessons card, and we have the family card. So like I said, it's about the two of you becoming a family together, whether you have kids or you don't have kids, whether you have children and you become a blended family, or whether one of you has children and the other one doesn't. Okay, it's about the two of you forming a family together. And then we've got the karma and the lessons card. So there will be lessons, and there will, this is, I feel like you, as somebody told me in the comments, your dharma for, or good karma for going through all you've gone through, and now getting to the point to where you understand that you need to choose yourself, and the things that the things that knowing what you deserve and what it is that you're supposed to have in a relationship. But like I said, you have to know it. And I feel like that was the reason you went through all the things you went through, and your person did as well, because it doesn't matter at the end of the day if you're a good person or if you try to do things right, if you don't recognize what is the proper protocol in a relationship, what type of treatment you're supposed to be getting in a relationship, and not being in that energy of being willing to walk away, because this is about your dignity at the end of the day, and knowing that if you're not getting your needs met, okay, because a lot of us try to put a band-aid on shit, and when you're not, or in the past, and then when you're not getting your needs met, you like, okay, well, I'm just gonna give him one more chance, or I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that, and now it's like, I step into this relationship, you start to show me that you're not gonna do what you asking me to do, then I'm gone, buddy. I'm gone. Like I said, I won't even give you that much of a chance to figure it out, because I feel like at this point, the work that you've done to heal, the work that your person has done to heal, I'm not saying nobody's gonna step wrong. I'm not saying nobody's gonna play a wrong note, but the way I look at it, this is me. You have to do what's best for you. The way I look at it, as in it is in, you know, I told you. That's why I told you got to have your list about what it is that you're looking for in a relationship, what it is that you're expecting from this other person, and the two of you got to sit down and have that come to Jesus moment, and you got to tell each other, like me, I need consistency. I'm not gonna get into nothing with somebody and they gonna talk to me for fucking 10 days in a row, and then days 12 through 20 they gone. That is unacceptable to me. Or leaving me on red and it's not an emergency, or you know what I'm saying, or leaving me out in the cold, or anything like that. Anything like that, I'm like, no. Okay? So that's why I said, when you come into this relationship, you need to know what is okay for you and what you're not going to put up with, so you can set your boundaries from the beginning. I tell y'all this all the time. It is very important, and you don't need to wait until this person comes into your life before you start to do this. And those of you who have not done this, and we did not talk about this before you got into the connection with the person, you need to make a list right now. You need to make a list of what is acceptable to you and what is not acceptable to you, what your deal breakers are, what you absolutely will not put up with, because you need to let this person know, and they need to let you know the same things. Okay? That way you don't get your wires crossed. That way it's not a situation where you don't know where you stand. That way you set your boundaries. And so if some shit start to go left, like I said, you have to decide your levels, right? Because I tell you that about boundaries. In the beginning, you like, okay, I'm setting my boundaries. You know, like I told you, let me give you an example. I need consistency. Okay? Like I said, I understand life be lifing. Things happen. I got it. But if you disappearing and it becomes a fucking problem, I got to let you know that's not something I'm going to hang around for. Okay? Because like I told you, like I'll give you an example. I'm going to give you an example with my twin. The first time we started, we were texting. We were texting back and forth. This person, we texted for like hours. And then this person in the middle, I remember I had asked him a question, right? And it was a simple damn question. It was something that would have taken him less than a minute, like maybe 10 seconds to answer. Not even 10 seconds, maybe 5 seconds. He didn't answer it. He just all of a sudden disappeared. And I said, okay. It was later in the evening. I said, I tried to give him the BOD, the benefit of the doubt. I said, maybe people fall asleep, things happen, this and this and that. I said, I'm not gonna get crazy. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. Then the next day, the person comes back and they're like, oh, I'm sorry about last night, this and that, or something, saying something happened or whatever. And I said, okay, I let it go. I said, but let me say this. Because I said I didn't set my boundaries. So I was like, I'm going to set it now. I said, there are some people out here. I said, I'm not saying it's you. But I said, there's people out here who like to play games. And I am not one of them. I just let him know. I said, and I am here to tell you that if there are games played, I will not be playing them. You will be playing them by yourself. And then the answer was, oh, no. Ain't no games being played here. Ain't no games being played here. So we go back to talking, right? Then it was earlier than it was the first day. The second day, he did it again. He left me on red. And so I said, so he want to play mind games. He think I'm stupid and I don't understand what the fuck is going on. And then that is when I left. I didn't say, hey, where you at? I didn't say nothing. He didn't answer it. And I didn't feel the need to fucking chase. I fucking left. I just blocked him. I didn't get rid of his number, but I just blocked his ass, because you got to keep the number in the phone, as far as I remember, to block somebody. Because see, I'm not somebody that blocks people like that on a regular basis. So I blocked him. So I'm saying all of this to say that you have to decide what you willing to put up with and what you not willing to put up with. Okay. So me, I let it go one time, and then it happened, and then I set my boundary, and I did it on purpose, because I'm like, if I set the boundary and then you continue, then that means you heard me, and even though you didn't say it verbally, your actions are telling me, fuck you, I'm gonna do what I want to do. So if that's your answer, okay, if that's your answer, but don't get mad when you try to come back and you can't even send a motherfucking message because my ass is gone. Okay, there's a card. Hold on. Hold on, because I want to drive this point home. I want to make sure y'all understand what I'm talking about. Okay, I want to drive this point home, and every time I see this card, nothing drives this point home more than this damn card. Where is it at? I bet you it's at the top. Spirit, I know Spirit knew I was going to talk about this, and I bet you it's at the top. Yep. Hold on. Because like I said, I want y'all to understand this. This is one card, okay? Boundaries, letting people know how far, and I'm telling the men too, letting people know how far you gonna allow them to go with you, right? This is it. This is the line right here, okay? And if you don't hear me, you don't wanna listen to what I'm saying, my absence is gonna fucking show you what I gotta tell you. Hold on. Like, why I can't find that card? Here it is. And this is the card. Do you see this card? Look at this girl. Okay? And look at what it says. It says dignity, and it says choosing self and walking away out of self-respect. Y'all have seen this card before because Spirit has shown it to you many times. And then it says under there, knowing your value and your self-worth. That is what it is at the end of the day. You got to love you more than you fucking love anybody else. Okay? You got to love you more than anybody. Okay? Like I say, I want to be in a relationship just like everybody else, but I'm willing to let your motherfucking ass go in favor of me. Because I tell you all the time, I love the hell out of me, and I'm not about to let anybody or anything get in the way of the relationship that I have with myself. Okay? And you see me getting upset, right? Because I'm not having that. I'm not having that. This will happen before I allow that to happen. Okay? And you gotta be in that energy before you step into a relationship with somebody, because I'm telling you, you will get tested. And I'm not saying that this person is going to come in and do all these things, because I just showed you all these beautiful things and the way that this person is thinking. Okay? But you still got to be willing to do this if need be. You got to keep it. It's like for instance, you know, when people talk about arming themselves, you know, or having stuff, like it's a saying that goes, I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So this is what I'm telling you. This is the point I'm trying to make here. This is what we're talking about. You need to have this and not need it than to be trying to scramble for it when it's too fucking late. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay? All right. Okay, so when it comes to the outcome card, the last card, this is talking about what is the potential for long-term commitment. Beautiful card. There's the Lovers. Hold on, let me see. I might have to cover this. I got to cover it up because, you know, they want to show you all kind of body, and, you know, YouTube don't like that. So with the Lovers card is Gemini energy. Okay, just look at the hair. Isn't that funny? So anyway, this is talking about the two of you got the potential to go all the way, baby, to go all the way. Okay, like I said, for the two of you to be on the same page mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Okay, but like I tell you, at the end of the day, it's about loving you first. Okay, let's clarify. Okay, hold on one second. Ooh. It's all of these, Spirit. Hold on. Let me go through this again. Hold on one second, because I want to make sure I get what they want me to have. Okay. This is what you want me to see. Okay. Okay. So this is about, you know, the two of you. Let me do it like this, because I can't show the card. Being in the, you know, the relationship you cultivate together is gonna help the two of you to raise your vibration together. It's gonna bring in a lot of stuff. Like I said, you and this person have the potential to be a power couple if you want to be together, stay together, and have a long-term commitment with each other. Okay, we got the dark night of the soul showing up here. So one of you or the both of you, I feel like this is spirit saying you gonna have good times and you gonna have bad times as well. Because you know the dark night of the soul, for those of you who don't know what it is, it's like a spiritual depression. Okay, it's like you go through a point where you don't give a fuck about nothing. Like the things that you normally are, bring you pleasure, or the things that you normally like to do. Like for instance, when I went through my dark night of the soul, I didn't even want to read. And that's how I know it's bad. It's bad, not as bad, but I know that how strong it is. Anything that has the potential to take away something you came here to do, it's on a different level. That's what I mean. Okay. All right. And then we've got, talking about this person being drawn to you, you're going to be drawn to them. We know this. That's where all the flames here from the passionate romance card is. Okay. But then Spirit is telling you, there are things that will potentially affect your life. There are always going to be issues. Even though this is the lover's relationship, and it's like the strongest card in the deck when it comes to being in a relationship with somebody in its major arcana. Okay, Spirit is telling you there are going to be peaks and valleys in this relationship. Okay, you are going to learn from this person. They're going to learn from you. You're going to have to learn how to be a partnership. Okay, and fight the problem and not each other. Okay, all right. So let's get some messages from Spirit, see what else they want to tell you, and then we'll get some messages from your person before I let you go. Okay. Oof. Hold on. A lot of these cards are just falling out. So we've got reunion. Two divine souls will come together in the near future. Okay. Then we've got roadblocks. It says blocks have to be removed for this to move forward. Okay. So for some of you, it is this. Okay. It could be on your side. It could be on your person's side. It could be on both people's side. For some of you where your person hasn't come in yet, it is because they have to take care of this. They got to get it together before they can come towards you. Okay. So you got to understand that. You got to understand that just like you got issues and you have things that you need to attend to, your person is the same. Okay. Okay. But look, the confession is coming. It says hidden feelings will eventually come to the surface. All right. So like I said, the person is coming. All right. It's not a thing of whether or not they're coming, but Spirit is telling you, don't be waiting on this person. Don't be waiting on this person. Go live your life. Go live your life, because whatever they're going through or whatever they're dealing with, it just has to run its course. You're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. Don't be feeling like, the people that have come together with their people are way ahead of you or something. Don't be feeling like that. Okay. I know somebody that they healed. It took them 6 years to heal themselves and to prepare for this situation, and they still haven't gotten their person yet. So don't be thinking, I'm not saying it. Let me say this. I just said this was just an example. I'm not saying it's going to take 6 years for this person to come in. I'm not even saying it's going to be a year. But what you got to understand is, I tell y'all this all the time. If you're not doing your healing and you're not doing what you're supposed to do, don't be coming and asking where your person is, because you got to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. And like I said, we talk about this all the time. Nobody wants to heal. Hell, I don't want to heal either. And I'm the damn reader. Okay. But it's how bad do you want it? How bad? And then healing doesn't necessarily shouldn't be about you trying to get somebody else. It should be about you relieving yourself and putting yourself in a place of peace. Okay? Because you need to be in a peaceful point in your life to have this person come in, just like they got to be in one too. Because you don't want nobody with this kind of shit coming into your life and they don't have a handle on it. And like I told you, just like Spirit is not going to allow this person to come in and you're not ready, they not going to allow the opposite neither. They not going to allow this person to come in your life and they not ready. Okay? All right. So we've got the illumination card showing up here. It says the path to be taken will be illuminated. All right. So at the end of the day, this is about trust, twins. Okay. You have to trust Spirit and know that Spirit has your back and Spirit is handling this. They know what's going on. Like I said, because you know what I tell you, if we all knew what the hell we was doing, we wouldn't be talking to each other. You wouldn't know who I was. I wouldn't know who y'all were. You see what I'm saying? Because we would be off with our people, right? And so the fact that we're sitting here is because there's some stuff. We had problems with picking. We had problems with loving ourselves and putting ourselves first. We had problems with what we were accepting from people. So, like I said, Spirit is getting into it. And like I said, they know what is going on because, like I told you, whereas we can only see our little tunnel, Spirit can see everything that is going on. So they can see you right now and see what's going on with the other person. Why you think they able to tell me all this stuff they telling me? Why you think all this stuff they telling me? And then you read the comments and you see the people telling you it's the truth. Okay? So you have to trust that you are being guided. Your intuition will tell you. You have to trust that you're being guided in the right direction. Okay? All right, so here we go. It says, if you reject me, I won't know what to do. This is the new person. Like I told you, we ain't doing no old people, no twin messages, none. Then we've got, I choose you above all others. We have, I have fears of being vulnerable with you. I don't want to get hurt. Okay. It says, you're on my mind all the time. Okay. And then we got here Elvis in my head. What's that song? You're always on my mind. You're always on my mind. That's what I hear. Then we've got, I just want to be with you forever. Okay. So like I said, this is an adventure. Look at it like that. But don't sit here and wait for this person to show up. Just like with the twin, how I told you, don't wait for the twin. Don't wait for this person either. Okay. Because you got to live your life. All right. Because you got things to do like me. I got things to do. I got y'all. I got to read for. I gotta be a reader. That's why I came here to be. So I can't sit in the corner and wait for whoever the hell to come forward. I ain't got time for that. I have people. I came here to help people, and that's what I got to do. So you got to look at your mission, what you came here to do, and realize how important whatever it is. If you paint, if you sing, go sing. If you paint, go paint. If I don't know. If you an artist in the flying trapeze, go do that. Whatever it is that you here to do, whatever makes your soul sing. Whatever you do, whatever you came here to do, make sure you go and do it. Okay. We've got, I want you so badly. We got, I admire you. We have, you inspire me. Okay. So like I said, I feel like the both of you are inspiring each other to do the things you need to do because look, I hide my feelings. We know that. Everybody does that. Everybody does that. That's why that Queen of Swords be coming up and stuff like that, because you go through stuff. It's life. Okay. But I feel like this person is coming out of this, and I feel like you're coming out of this too, as long as you continue to do the healing and the things that you need to do. But like I said, all of this stuff that you're doing, it needs to be for you, not to be for not to just be for a relationship. Okay. Because at the end of the day, you got to stand in this body. You got to live this life. All right. And like I told you, what I always tell you, people don't have to leave you. They could pass away. Anything could happen. So you have to learn how to live your life first and foremost, primarily for yourself. All right. Okay. So we're going to get just a few more messages, and then I'll get your oracle card before I let you go. Okay. Look, we've got, I could care less about being with anyone else. So those of you who think about this person, think about somebody else, they don't see nobody but you. They don't see nobody but you. Okay. Then we've got, you deserve to have me at my absolute best. Okay. So this person understands. This person, like I told you, they're the opposite of the other person, because the other person wanted to bring you down. This person is trying to elevate to where you are. All right. Then we have, you are truly my dream come true. Hold on. I'm going to get one more. Let's make it even. Okay. It says, this will be an amazing story to tell. Okay. Now we're going to get, I'm going to switch it up, and I'm going to do these cards. We'll do the Black Hollywood Romance Stars Oracle. I got to get some more Oracle cards. Whew. Spirit trying to read us. It said control issues. By trying to control this situation, you'll only slow down your answered prayers. Let me say it again. By trying to control this situation, you'll only slow down your answered prayers. Let the divine take the lead. Like I said, take your hands out the wheel. Act like you act like you in a damn Tesla. Put on the full self driving and just let it go. Let the damn car drive itself. Let spirit take over. Okay. Then we got soulmate here. It says the person you are inquiring about is your soulmate. That sense of familiarity and comfort you feel is confirmation. Okay, so a lot of you feel your person, because a lot of people I read for somebody actually this past week, and we were talking about that, and they were telling me how they could feel their person. So, like I said, y'all know this person is coming. You know you're not making it up, because how we all hallucinating the same thing, right? That's like I tell you about the twin flame thing. When people try to tell you twin flames don't exist, they have no fucking idea what they're talking about, because how we all experiencing the same shit if it don't exist. Okay, so bottom of the deck. Before I leave you, it says children. It says children are a significant factor in your love life. This may signify the desire for them or someone's inner child needing attention. Okay, don't forget to love on the baby. That's what I call it. Love on the baby. Don't forget to love on the baby and let the baby know that they are loved. Okay, because the love that they want the most is your love. They ain't worrying about the outside people love. Okay, even though that's what we worry about, and I tell you that all the time. We put more importance on the outside love, but it's not. It's the opposite. You got to love yourself first. When you want your life to kick off and you want it to go and you want it to move like you want it to move, start loving yourself and find out what the fuck's gonna happen. Okay, all right. So I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, twins.